And we are once again live. Hey everybody, welcome back to CoopCouchGaming, all you Coop operatives out there. As well as anybody else that's joining me on the good old virtual couch today. But anyway, so last time, and as you can see, we have a little bit more, just a little bit more money. So what happened, I left it running, and now we can actually finish the zone, so... But anyway, let's go ahead and get back on into it. We were working on building like the big city here in the middle. So that's what we're gonna finish up real quick. Basically just need to plop a few more buildings down, and we should be good. And you might be wondering, hey, why are all of these buildings flashy and not finished? Well, here's the thing. It's because they're not. I haven't put down network yet. So yeah, that is exactly why you are seeing a whole lot of not building as of right now. But we'll get there. We haven't quite gotten there in life yet, but we're getting there. Especially once we plop down a good old another advertising perk there. Nothing wrong with a little bit of additional ad revenue rolling in. Okay. Speaking of ad revenue, I think we need to make sure that we have yeah, okay, we have advertising campaigns rolling still. That is very good. That is like the only way we can even make money, really. It's actually probably good that we don't have the server set up for this yet, because if we did, then I have a feeling players would be jumping in. That's not quite what we want, if we're being honest here. Yeah, we do not quite want that yet. Okay, well, let's add elite mobs, though. We need to add some elite pirates. Those are minnow boys. All the minnow boys are along the mountain. Yeah. So, plop down a couple of elite pirates here and there. Maybe a couple more here and there. Maybe just a couple more little pirate-mans. Really want a third slice of pizza. Oh, dude, you have pizza? I'm kind of jealous, honestly. Like, dude, like like, no joke, I've actually been kind of craving pizza today, and I've had no way to get it. You know, it's not like I'm an adult and have a job. I can't just go out and get pizza whenever I want. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Yeah, not gonna lie, though, pizza does sound pretty dang good right now. Not gonna lie. I was gonna say, so we have a little bit of a Christmas thing coming up soon. You know, this you know, pretty soon, you know, with the friends and such. But yeah, probably gonna be getting some pizzas from a local place. You know, pretty dang good local place if I do say so. But yeah, looking forward. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Christmas little party jamboree, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that is gonna be pretty great. I hope that everybody can make it this year, though, because unfortunately some people yeah, some people weren't able to make it, and that was unfortunate. Well, you know. But anyway, not to get on, you know, any topics, you know. Let's see, but hopefully everybody's available this year. Yeah, dude, pizza is the real good. That wall is way too big for that little tiny town. Like, for this town, I could see it, but the other place was like, no, that is not gonna work. Okay, there we go. It's not gonna fit. I'll probably just have to enclose. I wasn't wanting to do it, but I'll probably just have to enclose the respawn point for this particular settlement here. Means I'll probably have to add a couple of towns here. And boom. And boom. And ooh, whoa. Okay. And go ahead and bloop. Oh yeah, we are building a town today. Alright. Don't quite like how that's all cattywampus there. I'm not a fan of the catty. Whoa, who that? Who dat? Excuse me? Oh, that's Obey Fox, the first level 5 player. How is he even in here? I have no network connected to this zone whatsoever. That means he's just coming into a completely just like broken zone. Now I just feel bad. Now I just, okay, I need to actually build the grid for this, or the network for this then. Because yeah, if he's already here, then that's a problem. Because I don't have anything set up for this yet. Oh, is it gonna? Oh, there we go. I was wondering. Wasn't doing anything at first there. Let's see. Put one there. Put another uplink there. We'll throw capacitor in the middle. You know, actually, let's have two. Simply for the fact that we have the big town in the middle there. Yeah. Let's see. That's a wide area network. It's very expensive though. Is the one downside to it. We don't need servers for this, considering the very lack of player base for this zone yet. Go ahead and throw these on down. We'll even connect here. Let's see. Yeah, we'll set it to normal speed so I can see it load up here. Go ahead and connect it over. Connect it to the minnow boys here. We do need to stretch out to meet these minnow boys. There we go. Send it on further to encapsulate the rest there. Goodness, I forgot how expensive doing the network portion of this is. Might run out of money. We got enough. Just barely. Enough to be able to finish out the zone. Oh, except for that one town. Why don't we just like... No, since it's a town, it needs more, so I'll branch it off near the capacitors there. So we can get it. I'm gonna have to... speed up. I need some more money. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, this game reminds me, like, it's like the same feeling, like if you've ever played any of the old like roller coaster tycoon games, right? Like it's like a very similar feel for like just the joy of creation within the game space, right? Like, oh, it's so enjoyable, man. Oh, streamer has connected. Who do we got? Popular web influencer Aronali has connected. I don't know. Never heard of him. He's probably like one of those crypto bros for all I know. There's a lot of those going around these days. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, lots of crypto bros. But to be fair, I mean, considering this is Sigma Grindset the game, I mean, that is our target demographic, is the crypto bros. You know, they're the ones that got the money, you know? Especially the ones that are, like, actually just scam artists. Like, that's our target demographic, is the scam artists in the community, right? Because, I mean, they're the ones that got the money. We gotta crack into that, that Star Citizen market. we gotta get in the Star Citizen market, because that, you know, that's a very, very lucrative and very worthwhile, you know, group of investors? Question mark? to try to get money from. Let's see. Go ahead and let's build a couple of like basic walls around the other settlements here. Let's see. All right. We are getting there. That was a bad placement. I should have stretched it, but you know, if in doubt, just brute force the wall to where you need it to be, even if it looks not that great. Okay, here we go. All right, it works. It works well enough. Let's see. Oh, no, not that. Here we go. gonna say, where's our Beats by Dawn at here? Where's our music? There we go. I suppose the music only plays when you have like a populated zone, I guess. Like, I don't know, that's weird. So I'm just like, where's the music? I want to hear the music, please. Please, music. I definitely want to hear the music. Okay. Alright, go ahead and stretch this one out. There we go. That's all the towns encapsulated now. So that is very nice. Oh, streamer's already done. Goodness. They didn't play for long. Seemed to have a good time though. Yeah, satisfaction of 5. What is that, 5 out of hopefully 5? If it's anything other than 5 out of 5, then that's very bad. It's 5 out of 10. Yeah, that's real bad. But, I don't know. It said that they were happy, so I'm guessing it's 5 out of 5. I don't know. Oh, we should probably actually check in on player complaints, because we haven't done that lately to make sure everything's balanced. So let's do that. Yeah, thoughts report, please. Scenery is nice. Oh, people love the scenery, especially through here. They're all like, yo, look at all these trees though. It's basically Skyrim, where it's just the graphics are nothing but trees and plants, but it's still very, very beautiful. Man, the scenery is very nice, apparently on just the roads. Anywhere else, the scenery's trash. Oh, goodness. And apparently the scenery here is just horrible, but that kind of makes sense considering the fact that it's literally just a bunch of dead trees. It's a zone of nothing but dead trees, except for the pits, for some reason, that do have living trees. For some reason. Let's see. Like this town? Okay, let's see. People don't like these towns, apparently. Or, it's probably because the towns are old, so they've lost, like, people love, whoa. This town, though. People love this town. I mean, to be fair, though, if I'm being honest, like, this is probably one of the better looking towns that I've made so far. Like, this actually looks pretty decent, all things considered. like the other towns, like, are kind of just like whatever. Like, this is like tiny. It has a bunch of decorations, which is nice, but it's like, yeah, out of all the towns, like, that's probably honestly the best looking one. And I mean, while this one is very, very big, it's very modular. Given that it's just the same buildings a bunch of times. Oh, goodness. Okay, let's get back to the report, though, because I want to see... Well, I want to make more money, and I also want to see the reports, so... I keep dying. Okay, so a bunch of players keep dying to the chicken sleuths. That's unfortunate to see. I don't understand why. I don't think the chicken sleuths are that powerful. Unless they keep dying there, trying to get to the vampires. Because not only do you have the chicken sleuths, but you also have the zomboys. And then you get through the zomboys to the muddy vamp boys. And you do not want to get to the muddy vamp boys when you're low on health. They will immediately just wreck you every time. Yeah, I think the players just need to figure out their party mechanics better. I don't think I need to change it, though. To be fair, though, apparently the chicken sleuths are just powerful. Because even this zone, which has nothing to do with the vamp boys, like, they're still getting killed at the chicken sleuths, and I don't understand why. The chicken sleuths are just too powerful, quite frankly. Too many jerks in chat. Bunch of jerks there at the town. Still a bunch of jerks over here by the cannon. That's like been like a day one like hate zone. Like, everybody just hates each other at this town for some reason, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because we have a giant weapon of war just kind of perched by the beach there. I don't know. Not really too many complaints here. That's good to see. I don't even think a single player has actually gone to the zone. I don't even know. I should have a quest for that, though, I think. Yeah, I have a quest giver to direct people here. We got a couple of people showing up here. Never mind. We got a couple. Couldn't find an inn to make a free space. That's a personal problem. There's plenty of inns now. I think, actually. Oh, there's plenty of spaces. What are you talking about not being able to find an inn? Yeah, not finding an inn, that's a personal problem at this point, like, straight up. Yeah, there's not very many people going to Shoreless Long yet. I'm surprised, because, like, there's a lot of stuff going on at Shoreless Long, I'm just saying. Oh, yeah. Oh, people are... Ooh, music. Dude, people are absolutely getting wrecked by the evil tourists. Even after I nerfed them. Like, and that's post-nerf. The evil tourists are just that powerful. Like, shockingly powerful, those. Okay, so we need to add, some NPCs, though. So let's add the trainers, so that players can actually level up, their level 5 characters. Oh, there's another player there. Is he level 5? Or is he a level 4 that came early? Ah, he's level 5 party. Oh, it's a party consisting of himself, okay. I don't think that really counts as a party at that point. I think that's just a... that's just sadness. A party of one. Okay, so let's see. We have a scout, or a warrior. Need to build a scout. Let's see. Build a treant. Build a giant dwarf trainer. Build an armor boy trainer. And build a wizardess trainer. There we go. So now we have all the trainers. Oh, we do need guards for the towns, I just realized. I feel like the towns in this zone need to be defended by something. They could be defended... What would be the third party? What would be the third party that, like, gets in between the alliance of the pirates and the Minnow boys? Like, what would the third enemy be that will be like the civilized towns here? Because I'm not quite sure what I want to use for that yet. Because I mean, we do have the little merchant guys. They're pretty neat, but I don't know if I want to use them. Unless we have orcs. We can have orcish characters, the fiends here, be like the third party in the desert here. Unless, hear me out. So you have a bunch of like, nah, I don't like that idea. Never mind. I retconned my own thing before I even stated it. Let's see. Because, I mean, we have the spindly druids, but they're enemies here. We could just make this just human settlements and just put, you know, just more humans, just some guardians, maybe some warriors. Yeah, let's do that. I feel like that's reasonable. Yeah, these will just be human settlements, because we already have the pirates, and we already have the Minnow boys. So, you know, we already have quite enough fantasy races here. You know, what with pirates being... you know, pirates, the classic fantasy race. Oh, goodness. Oh, no, I forgot. They're not actually races anymore. They're species. I forgot. That's the actual term that D&D uses now. You know, it's like, I don't know. I kind of get it, but at the same time, like, I don't know. Did we need to change the nomenclature? I mean, it doesn't really change how the game's going to be played, so... I don't know. Just seems like one of those unnecessary rule changes, honestly. Like, I don't know. Because, yeah, moving forward, I think instead of using, like, yeah, you have your humans, your elves, things like that. I think they're classifying them as species now. Instead of, you know, using the term race like they had before. And it's like, I guess it, yeah, I mean, it makes sense, but I don't know. Was it a necessary change, or, like, was it just a change that was prompted by, you know, like, third party, you know, necessity, if you will. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it doesn't make much difference at the end of the day, but we just don't want to be changing too many rules, I suppose. Otherwise, like, all the rules are going to change, and then it's like, oh, okay, well, now I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing with D&D anymore, because everything's different. Oh, speaking of which, like, dude, like, I don't know, like, I know I had mentioned it briefly, but, um, uh, I, yeah, I want to bring back D&D, because, me and the group that, I've had, for a bit now, we haven't been meeting for a while, mostly since, since Mitchell left, we haven't been able to meet, Mitchell was part of that as well, so, but, like, no, I want to get back into it. And I've kind of got like a general idea of like where I want to go with the stuff at this point. So, I definitely want to start meeting up again. Just need to figure out the logistics, I suppose, because like, I know originally we were basically doing Wednesdays, I think. Yeah, we were doing Wednesdays there for a bit. So I'm thinking that'll probably be the best bet, but I couldn't outright tell you. Couldn't outright tell you. I still need to get with the group and see like what everybody thinks will work. Yeah, still need to figure that out. I was gonna say, music turned off again. If I come over here though, yeah, turns right back on. Huh. I wonder what prompts the music turning on and off then. That's an interesting find. Huh. Maybe it's, I don't know, it almost has to be player population based. It would almost have to be, right? Because the zone is now active. Like, it's an active zone. So it must just be, huh. Yeah, I'd be curious to actually know the reason for the music turning on and off like it does. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't suppose that's something that I determine. No. No, I don't have any say-so in what music's assigned to the zone, so yeah, it is just randomly chosen. I don't know. It probably doesn't matter too much. Let's build some let's build some buildings for our mobs here. Let's see, the Minnow Boys. They'd probably have some forts like this, yeah. We'll build a few of them here. Just kind of lining the mountain. Here we go. There we go. Alright, we'll build a couple here as well. Cause yeah, so if we come to this zone, no music. If we go to this zone, what about music? No. What about the first zone? Okay, there must just be a weird delay or something with the music cutting on. Yeah, I don't know really how you would influence that. Because I would actually honestly like it if the music did play a little bit more, or like more, at least more frequent, right? Like, it doesn't have to be like right back to back, but it does seem a little random, the rate that the music does play. Oh, I didn't want to build these here. These are the pirates. Yeah, I don't want to build these for the pirates. The pirates need a different building. I think we've already covered all the Minnow Boys, though. Yeah. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're good there. Let's see. Okay, so the pirates, they need a different building. Not that. The pirates probably have, that's almost too fancy. Well, let's just do like typical just peasantry buildings. I feel like that's reasonable for the pirates here. You know. I'll build a few of those. Here and there. There we go, there we go. Alright. We'll even build a couple more little things here for the pirates here and there. Got what, one more? No, two more batches here, I think. Now these will be good because we could direct quests to these locations. And if we direct quests to them, then we'll have a bunch of players that are very happy and want to play the game. Ah, garbage. I'm out of money again. Oh, you hate to see it. I'll just let it roll for a second. Let me take a look while we're waiting for money to flow again. What do I want to look at? Yeah, overview. So 17,000 subs at the moment. Only 1,300 connected though. I'm surprised by that. Wonder why people aren't getting... Well, I don't know. It fluctuates. Advertisements are still going good. We have 6 level 5 players now. That is insane. Man, we have a couple of people that just really power level. I mean, we got like the power levelers here, whereas most players are like, you know, casual, as they say in the industry, you know. Geez, there's so many subs. There's actually so many. None of our favorite edits are in right now. Oh, did we lose a couple of subs? For our favorited people? No. We got Nita Sparley here. JL Jackalope. Ken Purple. Oh, that's one of the streamers. Beta Games. I think no, Beta Games wasn't. Garbage. Oh, where did he go? Did he actually unsub? Our very first player was like Anus, I believe, or something like that. But like I don't know if he's subbed anymore. I wish there was a way to like search the list. Cause yeah, I know that we favorited him. Oh, I think that he might have unsubbed at some point. Oh, that is very sad. He couldn't stay on the grind set. You know? Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. Okay, so. Alright, so let me think. What can we do here? Oh, I know. I was meaning to build a transportation method. Like that'd be the primary way to leave the zone to go to like the surrounding zones. That being said, I don't think we have enough money for that. And I also think that we need to have those zones set up before we can even do that. So, yeah. Not gonna be doing that yet. Oh, I need to finish building... I need to finish building the... What do you call them here? That's what I was doing. Here we go. There we go. Alright, so that's good. Really, the next and final thing that we need to do, other than scenery bits, is NPCs, or quest givers. Quest givers for the zone. Yeah, we'll make the quest givers the merchants, though. You know, they're profiting off of the, you know, the not war between the nations here. They're all like, hey, you know, they say that, you know, war is, you know, good for the economy. It's like, well, not war can also be good for the economy. AKA, I don't know, they just steal people's money or something, I don't know. They're the merchants of destruction after all. Like, I mean, can you really trust a being that has destruction in their title? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, we'll put a couple of them down here. The problem is we don't have enough money to build all of them quite yet, which is unfortunate, but we are getting there. Let's see, a couple more. Place them, there we go. Let's see. Man, there are so many rack attacks in the chat right now. Oh man, those are a lot of rack attacking. So many attacking racks. Oh goodness. I just realized I don't even think that we have a like so what I've been doing, like pretty much everybody I've been adding as like a as an NPC, right? or not a, like as a player character, and then we've been tracking their progress. I don't think I've added you yet. So in other words, of the different classes, let's see, player classes. Of the different classes, what class would you want to play as? Do you want to be a wizard, a paladin, a warrior, the big old chunky scout over here, the treant, the giant dwarf, the armor boy, or the wizardess? Wizardess is probably the best class, not gonna lie. Even though people are demanding that class be buffed, I'll have to change it out eventually. Jeez, the armor boy's apparently just busted OP though. Like, dude, there's so many nerf calls for that. Armor boy is basically like this game's tank. He's slightly slower than the other characters, but has a higher base health. Also, he's got a couple of ability. He's got the armory trappy lad, which, what's it do? Oh, it slows the target. He's basically like the tank, so he like interrupts enemies, and is really good for like party mechanics. He's also gotten the hidden blade lad, where you, what's that even say? Defense and wait, what? Did I write that? Defenestrate the target. What? Armor boy it is. Yeah, he's also got the hidden blade lad when his normal weapon doesn't work. He's also got the quickie strikey spell where he just hits the target a bunch. No, that's not what I want. Let's see. Battle mage or spell sword? I was gonna say the closest thing probably to a battle mage is probably the paladin, honestly. Like, he's got a huge amount of health. His magic is based in rage though. He does have the speedy boy ability where he hurls his fist at the target and it does 10 damage. Like, it's pretty good. We also have the crossy boy where you clobber the target. Or the divine hammer. Oh, this is the one that I did wrong. Because it heals the target. That's not what I want. I need to fix this spell. Let me see. Now we need to drain health is what we need to do. Let's see. Where is that? Drain. That's drain rage. Drain mana. Drain. No. Where's that? What? Drain health. Drain rage. Oh, siphon health. That's what's called. Yeah, it costs 1 rage, but it siphons 1 health. There we go. There we go. Same. Yeah, same. Paladins and battle mages are like, I don't know. I feel like in a lot of games, like, that's like the intended way to play, right? Like, straight up, like, there's so much about, like, Skyrim's mechanics, for example, that really cater well to, like, a battle mage style character, right? Like, you know, it's really good. It's really good. I mean, even Dark Souls, man, like, pretty much every character benefits from at least speccing into some pyromancies. Like, you know, you might not even be a spellcaster, but there's some pyromancies that are just absolutely worth it to even just like a very like strength character, right? Like, or a very like, you know, dex character. Yeah. Oh, dude, yeah, magic is actually busted in Elden Ring. Like, I started a playthrough with magic and like it was almost too good. And I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna try a different build. The most recent, best quests. Man, people love the quests in this game. Like the quest from the random skeleton. Where is he? The quest from the random. Wait, is this a skeleton? Where's? I don't know. Where's our skelly man? Oh. No, he is there. He's just the giant dwarves are in the way. Yeah, Eppenbor the Swift. Probably the greatest quest giver in the game. His whole quest is to kill his own kin. Just kill skeletons. And I even spelt kill wrong, and I just realized it. He also has a couple other quests, but that is absolutely the best quest. It has a very high danger value. It's very convenient, but it's not very beautiful. It turns out trying to kill off, you know, a bunch of a specific mob, maybe not the most wonderful of tasks. Our 4-day... Oh, okay, advertisement ended. Man, we only got 68 subs out of our ad campaign. That is very not good turnaround for the ads. Like, what? I am actually surprised by that, considering how much we've dumped into ad support. Let's see. We still have a game exposition that's live. Website ads, magazine ads. Let's see. I have a bad habit of holding back in Souls game. Always try to fight at my opponent's pace. So that's problematic in a game with... Yeah, dude, like, I will say, the one thing with Elden Ring, that I am still kind of irked about is the prevalence of random, like, AoE stomp attacks. I don't know, does that kind of stuff, like, frustrate you with games? It's just like, for example, like, especially, like, during, I don't know, like, what's a good example? Well, you've probably beaten the game at this point. So spoilers, once you have to fight Godfrey at the end, right? He does this bit, occasionally where he just, like, stomps the ground, but it's just, like, an insane AoE. Like, I understand, but, like, well, no, even a better one. The random AoE junk that, what's his name? Garbage. Morgott, right? Yeah. The random, AoE stuff that Morgott does by just, like, jumping or just stepping on the ground is, like, annoying. Like, and there's other mobs that do it too, but, like, some of the AoEs are, like, actually, just absolutely kind of busted. Like, I mean, dude, even the darn, like, trolls, like, you would think, like, oh, I can get out of the way, but then, like, their AoE is, like, way, like, yeah, their AoE is just, like, way bigger than it really needs to be, or should be. Like, it's really hard to judge because there's not really a way to judge at first glance, right? Like, it's like, oh, okay, I just got basically one shot by an AoE that is way bigger than what you would expect it to be, right? Let's see. I think player character abilities aren't advanced enough for Elden Ring enemies. Huh. Enemies are like Bloodborne and Sekiro enemies. Oh, gotcha. I see what you're saying. I was gonna say, yeah, because, like, yeah, I feel like some of the ways that the enemies function, yeah, are a little bit, like, just a little annoying, honestly. And it wouldn't be as annoying, but there's not, like I had said before, like, there's a lot of the times where you can't really even judge, like, how much of an AoE they're gonna have, right? Like, for example, like, a good use of that style of mechanic, garbage, Dark Souls 3, what's the dragon? Garbage. Dude, I'm horrible with names, man. The dragon from Dark Souls 3. Like, they handled its AoE really well. Just simply because, like, it's reasonable for the size of the creature, right? Like, it's like, oh, it's a giant dragon. Of course it's gonna have just a giant blast radius whenever it, like, jumps and lands. Like, it makes sense. And, like, it reacts... It's... I don't know, quotes realistic, right? But yeah, with Elden Ring, you just have, like, a normal looking sized mob that has a random AoE attack for reasons. You know what I mean? Like... Yeah, I was gonna say Monster Hunter handles that really well, because, like, at least Monster Hunter, it does have some AoE stuff, but, like, the hitboxes are really good, I would argue. Plus, like, or I don't know. I mean, honestly, Elden Ring's hitboxes are, like, way more advanced, because I was looking at some of, like, the tech, stuff behind the scenes, and it was like, goodness, the actual hitboxes in Elden Ring are basically 1-to-1. It's, like, insane. But the problem with that is, like, yeah, when you have an AoE attack, it's just like, I don't know. I've always been frustrated by that kind of stuff, because it's like, man, like, if you get hit, then you get hit, but it's like, if you get hit by just a dust cloud, essentially, it's like, man, I don't know. It's a little frustrating, not gonna lie. That being said, the game itself definitely, I would say, it deserved a Game of the Year. Dude, that game was, yeah. Like, yeah, I know some people are like, oh, well, it should have been, like, God of War, or, I know there were a couple other candidates for Game of the Year, but, like, definitely I would say God of War and Elden Ring were, like, the two. That's very fair. Yeah, the hitboxes that had different damage values. Yeah, exactly. It's like, you know, if you're, yeah, based on the timing of the move. Yeah, like, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of different solutions for basically the same problem, but like, yeah, I don't know. Just the way that they handled like the whole like, I don't know, AoE random attacks. Like, I don't know. I think they didn't. It wasn't as good as maybe it could have been. Is maybe a good way to put it. Cause like, I mean, it's not bad. Like, it's manageable, but like, especially like getting into the game initially, like, and not knowing the enemy's patterns, like, it's very much just like a slap to like, it really is just a slap to all the like existing players. Because really, the other games don't really pull that. Like you know, Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3, like, definitely don't pull the random AoE very often. And when they do, it makes sense, right? But like, I feel like for Elden Ring, the AoE attacks were just to basically just like slap the players that, you know, have played the games before and think they know what's going on. Like, I don't know. It just didn't feel, it felt very much there for the sake of making the game more difficult for existing fans, is all it really felt like. It's like, you know, fair enough. Like, yeah, you want to make the game hard for returning players, but the game's already hard enough as it is, you know? It's like, even if you were to exclude that, and it's like, sure, you do learn to avoid it, and it's like, you know, fair enough, but, you know, I don't know. It would have been great if, you know, they hadn't just thrown an additional random mechanic that doesn't make as much sense. I don't know, man. Get tired of the cutscenes. By that, I mean, players are expected to watch bosses do insane attacks and abilities. Half of the, oh, yeah. Way too unsafe to you. Yeah, you're not wrong. There's a lot of, like, a lot of the bosses have, yeah, moves or attacks that do kind of give them an immunity for a set amount of time. One that was actually really, I will say, like, you know, it's not necessarily bad, but like, yeah, I can see where you're coming from, because like, you know, you have, I don't know, it's not as fair for you, the player, if you can just like basically have no contact at all with whatever, you know, boss. You know what I mean? Yeah, rolling over. Yeah, two hit save combos. Pretty much, yeah. I was gonna say, especially like the Melania fight. Like, I don't know if, I'm sure that you probably fought Melania by now, but like, I feel like for Melania specifically, like, yeah, that's very much the case, because like, her whole moveset is basically make it to where you can't even get close enough to attack, basically, right? It's like, oh, keep enough distance to be able to just jump in, jump out, and then just deal an insane amount of damage. Yeah. I summon myself out for her after I get, yeah. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. It's like, goodness, yeah, that fight was like, I mean, it was really good. Like, it, you know, I had a fun time trying to learn it and beat it, but like, geez, man, it took a lot longer than it should have. Like, you know, I like, I don't know. It's like, goodness. Yes, place all of the foliage. Foliage? That's not the word I'm looking for. You know what I'm trying to say. I need to place all the plant life and such. And by plant life, I just mean like random shrubs, because it's a desert and, you know, there's not really going to be trees or anything. But I also want the zone to look okay, instead of just like ground. Alright, I need to go back to a different zone so I can get some music rolling again. Why is that the case? I'm so confused why that's the case. Why does the music only start in the other zones? Yeah, that move. Yeah, I know exactly what move you're talking about, man. That was such a pain. Like, I finally figured out how to deal with it, but like, goodness, man. Like, just that one move alone was enough to like, just have me raging at the game. Like, straight up. Goodness, man. Yeah, one trick pony outside of the general strength. You're not wrong, though. Yeah. And I will say, that's kind of... a lot of the bosses did kind of feel that way in a lot of ways, though. It's like, they have, like, the one combo that's, like, extremely good. But otherwise, it's, like, normal. Like, it's just, like, a normal mob, just big. And with a higher health pool. She didn't have that move. You're not wrong, though. Like, you're really not wrong. She's not actually that hard. She just has a couple of moves that are just insane. Like, you're really not wrong, though. It's like, you know, fair enough if that's how they wanted to, you know, have, you know, that game mechanic be, like, sure, but I don't know. At that point, just not do that and make the other moves more consistently difficult, I suppose. You know, because the other moves, like, you pretty much either roll out of, or you can, like, literally just block and then out DPS, right? Because, I mean, that's the thing, her health pool isn't even, like, too substantial, all things considered. So it's like, you can pretty much out DPS her even if you do block, you know, because she does heal if you block, you know, fair enough, but her healing rate is not enough to be able to actually keep her alive, assuming that you block and then return attacks. Like, you know, just a guard counter. You can basically just guard counter all of her moves except for the one. So it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a little something, a little something. Man, look at all these plants. Ooh. Level up again. Here we go. There's some more in advertising. Oop. Saving. Look at all these plants. Dark Moon, waifu sword counters her hard the... Oh, yeah? That's probably about right, yeah. I was gonna say, like, so I beat it with, like, the build I was rolling at the time, but then I tried a different build, using, oh, garbage, what's... Like, I switched my, build because I wanted to try something different. And then, like, summoned in to help somebody, right? It was like, oh, what is it called? The darn giant fire hammer. What is it, like the prefix hammer? Oh, garbage. What's it called? Dude, I stink at names. Just straight up, I do not know how to call things by anything. Like, straight up. I think is it called the prefix hammer? I can't remember. It's the big fire... Like the fire tribe hammer, right? Like the fire worshiper people up on the mountain. It's that one. The one that has like the flame charge. That's just like busted OP. But like, dude, that thing shredded her. Like, straight up, like, I could just plant that down and like, it was so... It was honestly too good. I'm glad that like I didn't just like destroy her with that the first time. But like, let's see. We could guilds, leaderboards. Yeah, let's have leaderboards so that the player base can hate each other while they're trying to strive for the top. Let's see. We got a streamer event coming up. I'm gonna have to, there we go. Let's see. Popular web influencer. Feel like there should probably be a name there. No, it's two quotation marks. Man. I'm sure that the two quotation mark streamer really has a big following. I'm sure that he shows up in the algorithm really well. With being like literally just... Oh, goodness. It do be like that sometimes, though. It do be like that. But yeah, I would like to think that this game actually is better, like the game here that I am building is better than Elden Ring. I mean, look at how expansive, like, look at how expansive this world map is, dude. Like, look at this. This is quite the world building exercise that we have right here. Elden Ring got nothing on this. We should have had Sigma Grindset the game be nominated at the Game Awards, because, like, man, you can't beat this game, man. With its, you know, current 18,000 subscriber base, like, that, you know, I mean, that's pushing numbers, man. Oh goodness. Oh, dude, I'm gonna take a little bit of an intermission, but, like, I do want to talk about, like, the whole, like, I'm sure that pretty much everybody knows, like, the Game Awards, like, the one random kid that just walked up. I do want to kind of talk about that a little bit, because that is some funny stuff, man. Like, well, it's funny and concerning, like, it's straight up. I was like, goodness, that kid should not have been able to just walk up casually like that. Like, it could have gone way bad if it wanted to. Like, that is actually super concerning, but also hilarious at the same time. But I'm going to take a little bit of an intermission. I'm going to get me some water and all that great stuff, and then I'll be right back. Thanks to all you Coop operatives out there. Thanks again, Tommy Teletubby, for sticking around. It's been fun chatting with you. But yeah, I'll be right back. See you soon.